Okay, welcome back, everybody. We are once again tracking a massive first ever tornado historical outbreak on this channel. And yes, I do have once again work. I've been very busy with work and school, and a lot has been going on. But I'm continuing to try and keep going on with this channel, and I'm gonna be live with Pat's weather predictor later on tonight and tomorrow because we have a lot to talk about. And at least what I can do right now, I don't have enough time to make a very insect video, but I do have enough time to make a live stream. It's less work to do and less of it's pretty much no editing I have to do on that part. But we are going to be pretty much running down every detail. This could be a half an hour to even 40 plus minutes of a stream here. I'm going to be very precise. I'm going to be on top of every little detail about this major tornado outbreak. And if you think today is going to be bad, tomorrow is going to be, I've been using this little funny meme, but it's not really funny in a serious case scenario like this, like the day after tomorrow type tornado outbreak. But no, it's just all in funny and jokes because I am watching a movie in school. That is the only reason why I'm even talking about that movie, and I've seen that movie many times. But we have a lot to unfold here, and yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of time because I haven't done this in a little bit. I will say here. Okay, so let's actually go into this app, alright? We're going to be looking at the day one outlook here. This is that severe weather outbreak look. And let's just make sure the live is all set and going, that everything is all set to go. Alright, so just give me one. Thank you, Cheesy Weather and my Hurricane Center. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. I know it's been a very long time, but we're definitely going to be trying to get this tornado outbreak under the way here. So let's just start out with the day one outlook. And this is historical, even for today. Maybe not the high risk, but actually this is the top three. I think this is the second or third ever biggest moderate risk outlook. Okay, this is one of the biggest tornado moderate risk outlooks that the National Weather Center has ever posted. Okay, we even got another comment here. Oh wow, yep, very crazy here. Thank you guys for all the support already. This tornado outbreak. So let's just start out here in the green. If you guys are in the marginal risk, you guys can tell you have the general risk, marginal risk, slight risk, enhanced risk, and even moderate risk. Moderate, and the darker you get pretty much with the colors, and the higher you get, more of severe thunderstorms and tornadoes are more likely. The chances go up. So general risk is just your general showers and thunderstorms. That marginal risk is where you can get a few embedded special weather statements. That is a little bit under the criteria of a severe thunderstorm warning. So that is what usually is in the green, but even though you could get even a few tornado warnings in the marginal risk and some severe thunderstorm warnings. If you guys are in the slight, that's where you have now scattered severe weather. Now you're talking about more severe thunderstorm warnings and even more of some spotty tornadoes warnings in the slight risk. Enhanced risk is more of a tornado outbreak, more of a major severe weather event. And then in the red here, in the moderate risk, that is a full-blown severe weather outbreak, even tornado outbreak, very likely, okay? This is going to be absolutely a massive night here if you guys are new to the weather community. But I'm, been very busy and I've been really trying to lock down here with this channel. But hopefully I can get the information out as much as I could. We're going to be looking at models, data, National Weather Service. I'm going to read the entire statement that they put. This is brand new, you guys. So let's take a little more of a look. So if you guys are in Six Flags, Minneapolis, Wisconsin, anywhere in these green areas like St. Cloud, Megakyo, that's actually on the borderline here. I like this app because you can really zoom into some of these counties like Central City, Aurora, Hastings, Manhattan, Topeka, Ojai City, Iowa, Pittsburgh, Joplin, Rogers, anywhere in these green. I mean, this is a lot of, Hot Springs, Rushville, a lot of these areas, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Bateman, Mobile, Gulfport, Montgomery, Alexander City, all these areas, okay? Herman, just outside of the Kentucky, Lexington, Cincinnati, Dayton, even into the Idaho. You guys are all in the marginal risk. Like I said, special weather statements, maybe a few severe thunderstorm warnings. But if you guys are in the slight, like Indiana, Greenwood, all these counties. I mean, this is a lot of counties. I cannot say every county. But, Madison, Milwaukee, just south of Milwaukee, Rochester, Mason City, Janesville, Spencer, Six City, Norfolk, just to the west of Norfolk, okay? Just outside of Lincoln, Kansas City is on the borderline here. Butler, Springfield's actually on the borderline here once again. Arkansas, Little Rock. We do it all again. The New Orleans area, into Alabama and even Mississippi. But then we go into the enhanced, and let's start out here. Many areas in southern Mississippi, all these counties here, we are talking about the enhanced risk. You're talking about widespread severe weather outbreak like Jackson, all these areas. Florence, Nashville, just to the east of Nashville, Clarksville, Newport over here, just into Springfield, actually. I thought that was in Kansas City's on the borderline. Indiana, just to the east of that. Chicago, even in the enhanced. All these counties are in the enhanced. And then this is where the moderate risk is. Iowa, the Des Moines, Illinois, all these counties. I mean, this is huge here, you guys. This is, absolutely huge. And I will love to actually, let's see if this wants to work for me today. I haven't used this computer, so, it might be a little slower, or, you know what I mean, but we'll see. Puerto Rico. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely bad, you guys. By all means. Good. Epic Pen works. So, computer is, knock on wood, working so far. But, all these areas, this is a major tornado outbreak. And this is actually a discussion, a mesoscale discussion that they did post out in here. I would like to read that too in a minute. Let's keep going on with, St. Louis, Missouri, Jefferson City, Columbia, all in this. All these little counties too are in this. Memphis is in this, you guys. Even parts of the borderline of Tennessee is in this also. This is, once again, major issues going into this. All right. Okay, so let's go into the hail. Let's just get a hail. So if you guys are in the hail, this is that percentage. I'm not gonna cover it too much once again with cities. Once again, find your cities. They do have a hatch area, and in the moderate risk parts of the moderate, they do have that 30% of hail. That is for huge hail, golf ball size hail. But look at how big this extends out. I mean, this is very crazy, you guys. All right, the wind. Yeah, the wind is at 45. I mean, this is as best as you can get with the wind. This is the highest you can get. 45% hail here with 10 significant wind risk, in this entire hatch area. Once again, same areas, Illinois, I mean, St. Louis, Missouri, all these areas just really going to be in the gun here of some major severe thunderstorms, even tornadoes, supercells, all that. And when we take a look at that tornado, yeah, tornadoes to the south here. And that's a 15% tornado risk. Tomorrow is actually a 30, even worse. So we are going to be watching this unfold today, and I will try and be live with Pat's Path Predictor. Please go check him out. He's one of the best YouTubers on the platform here, really understanding. Absolutely amazing, you guys. We cover everything from severe weather, winter storms, hurricanes, tropics, fire weather danger. I mean, I can go on with a list, okay? But, I mean, this is a major tornado outbreak. This is going to be throughout the nighttime hours. Poplar Bluff, Memphis, Jackson, Murray. A lot of these counties I cannot really say. I'm not going to lie. Jefferson City, St. Louis, West Plains, Mount Vernon, Carbondale, Framingham, Cape, I can't even say that. Murray, all these counties here are going to be under the gun for major tornado outbreak today. All right. Even in the yellow and even in the 5%, you are expecting potential tornadoes. Okay, so do not knock your guard down here. SPC for thunderstorms. Dry thunderstorms. Interesting. Wow, this website has a lot. Excessive rainfall is at a marginal risk. Okay, we see that. Marginal risk for that. Snow loadings. This is pretty good. Okay. So now let's take a look into some radar, because we're going to lock it in here with some of these radars here. Yeah, there it is. We do have some storms developing near the Wichita area. These are going to be the storms that develop into the nighttime hours. You have some showers. You even got some nasty storms near Omaha, just south of that. I mean, there's a special weather statement for 50 to 55 mile an hour winds. I mean, nothing too big in my eye that I can spot out here. This is that reflectivity. Velocities here, let's just double check. Yeah, nothing too bad. Correlation coefficient. Yeah, nothing on the ground. I mean, this is just awesome. The echo tops. Ooh, wow, these echo tops are pretty big. Wow, some major echo tops in these storms. That's not good, actually. Not good. Yeah, look at all these little storms. And actually, that's just... Okay. I thought that was a severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up. Let's go. 1 hour precip total. Storm reflow. Ooh, I like this one too. Because then we can see. Oh yeah, you can see that velocities. Yeah, velocities are on this. Lightning, okay, pretty good. So that, this is just an awesome website. But, we're just going to keep an eye on these storms. We're going to actually go back in here, and we're going to start reading their discussion here. Let's go into that day one outlook. Okay. Alright, let's get some reading here. A regional outbreak of severe thunderstorms is likely this afternoon through tonight across parts of the lower mid-Mississippi valleys and portions of the lower Ohio valleys. Okay, and mid-south. Numerous tornadoes, several of which could be strong, widespread, severe gusts ranging from 60 to 100 miles an hour and scatter large hail up to baseball size is all appear likely. Okay, this is some of their discussion on why and everything they are doing. Okay, let's start reading that. Water vapor imagery late this morning indicate a powerful and negatively tilted mid-upper level shortwave through over the southern high plains. An intense mid-level jet with winds up to 100 to 115 plus knots at 500 millibars will continue round the base of the trough and quickly eject northwest or across Oklahoma and eastern Kansas City this afternoon. This mid-level jet will move over the parts of the mid-Mississippi valleys and miss the Midwest this evening into tonight, with a northwestward advancing shortwave trough. Strong ascent aloft associated with both of these features will overspread portions of the central continuous U.S. of the high plains. Okay? Deep surface cyclone develops northwestward from the central high plains into the upper Midwest this afternoon through tonight. In the low levels, a dry line will surge east or across the low southeast westward into the Ozark. A large area of significant severe weather potential remains evident across parts of the lower and mid-Mississippi valleys into the Midwest South. Okay, let's keep reading. This is a lot to read here. Mid-Mississippi valleys. Okay, once again, into the Midwest and Mid-South, ample diurnal heating is expected through this afternoon ahead of the cyclone with elevated convection already occurring parts of the eastern Oklahoma into the southeast of Kansas City and southeast of Montana. More robust surface-based thunderstorms will likely develop by early to mid-afternoon, 18Z to 21Z, along east of the dry line from parts of east, northeast, southward into eastern Kansas City, westward of Montana. Missouri, my bad. As a southerly low-level jet attempts to bring swallow boundary layer moisture northwestward into the mid-valleys and vicinity, the northern portion of this convection will be oriented more orthogonal to the ejecting mid-level jet, and current expectations are for quick upscale growth into fast northwestward moving bands. Alright. Posing a risk for widespread severe damage. Winds as activity moves into Iowa towards the Missouri, Iowa, Illinois border region, given in the strength of the low and mid-level flow and pressure steep lapse rates aloft, along with the well-mixed boundary layer, intense thunderstorms, straight line winds peaking locally up to 80 to 100 miles an hour range are possible, with stronger cores inflection in these bands as mature and moves across parts of the mid-Mississippi valleys and eventually into the southwest Great Lakes through the evening tonight. All right, this is a lot to read. Additional, potentially more discrete severe thunderstorms will develop this afternoon farther southeast along the wind shift into central eastern Missouri. General, a northern precipitation of somewhat better to low developed moisture from the southeast Missouri southwest into the mid south. All right. Low level moisture from the southeast into mid south, stronger high level. Did they update this really? Oh, the website just updated. Okay. Just making sure. No, I lost. But pretty much what this is all saying is about what we're going to be talking about with the models and everything. So let's go into the radar one last time. Let's just check these little buddies out. Let's just make sure everything is under control here. Oh yeah, look at that. These pretty nasty storms here. Pretty impressive here, actually. That's almost out of the vicinity. Yeah, some of the... Oh, there it is. We got our line trying to develop here, you guys. Right here with some lightning and thunder. These are already starting to look like they want to explode here. We're going to have to really watch these here. Alright. But, actually, let's go into the discussion here. This expires in like 2 hours. Alright. Summary, a rapidly developing squall line may initiate near of the just west of western Missouri state border in the vicinity as early as 3 to 4 p.m. Central Daytime. This will pose increase in potential for producing very strong winds and damaging surface wind gusts, some severe hail while rapidly developing northwestward through early evening. Okay. Potentially for large hail and a few tornadoes may begin with an increase prior to sunset, particularly across parts of the south central through Arkansas, southwest Missouri, northwestward, and north central Arkansas. Okay. One or more severe weather watches will be needed. Discussion. In the wake of an initial elevated convection development, boundary layers destabilize is ongoing in a narrow corridor across eastern Oklahoma through this evening in eastern Kansas City. Within the evolving warm sector of the deep occluding cyclone now center over northwestern Kansas, this is beginning support by still rather modest low-level moisture return and characterized by upper 40 to near 50 surface dew points along ill-defined dry line to the north of I-Corridor 44. Okay, still beneath steep lapse rates associated with warm elevated mixed layer air. In solution is forecast to contribute to increase in mixed layer CAPE up to around 1,000 milligrams to joules within the next couple hours, with continuing cooling further aloft. Okay. Okay, that's what I need out of there. Let's now start looking at some of these nasty storms, okay? We got some pretty nasty storms we have to look at. Alright, this is the HER model. Ooh, 17Z's out. We're going to be getting some pretty good information out of this here. Oh, wow. We got a whole bunch of stuff being said in the chat. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's look at this lovely yeah, you can kind of see how these storms will develop in the next coming hours. So let me take a look at the her. And actually, I want to go into big vicinity here because we're going to be really on this. 17Z. Let's. So 1 p.m. is pretty much 2. Okay. So this is pretty much 1 o'clock. So 3, 4. Alright, 4, 5. More storms will develop back into these areas. Kansas City and Oklahoma. You can already see our banding develops. The other line kind of just gets absorbed. We go into later few hours. We get right there, you guys. I mean, look at that. This is 6 p.m. Okay, and look at some of these nasty supercells. Already developing. I mean, right on the southern side too. That could be definitely tornadic. Right in this band if the herd develops like that. Severe thunderstorms, wind damages up in here. Okay, that's pretty for sure at that point. Look at that. Oh, yeah, we get into even nastier supercells going into 7 o'clock. Look at that. Some of the streak supercells. Even southern storms there, too. Is going into another hour. Oh, my. Yikes. Wow. This is 9 o'clock. This is when I'm pretty much should be out of work. And, I mean, look at some of these nasty supercells. And if I'm not mistaken, alright, let's go into the more. Oh, yeah, look at these storms here, too, developing on the southern side. This 10, 11, oh, yeah, look at that. Throughout tonight, here, some nasty supercells in the nighttime hours here. But you could definitely tell into, 10, 11, 12, some very nice discrete severe thunderstorms with potential tornado warnings. I mean, that's really nasty on the her. I mean, we can definitely look at 12Z in that, but let's just take a look at the time we have here. Most unstable Cape and shear up here. I mean, really nasty. I mean, up to 1,000 plus joules per kilogram up in these areas. Updraft Hercules. Oh, wow, look at that on the her. I mean, this is that potential tornado with the updrafts. You can definitely tell in the line here. Really, really nasty going into those later hours. That's really nasty. Significant tornado. Oh, that's significant tornado prone. Definitely to the south, but I mean, damn. We need to look a little bit more south. I'm liking to look at the northern parts too. Look at that. Supercell composite all the way up into here easily. 12, 13 out of 35. I mean, that's pretty significant. Yeah, let's go into the, significant tornado parameter. I mean, wow. I mean, even into the Arkansas area, I mean, you're looking at easily, 10 plus. I mean, you're looking at, like, off the charts here. And even into the overnights, we still got that elevated tornado risk. The most unstable Cape and shear is still there as we go into the overnight hours. That's pretty nasty. The echo tops on these storms is large. That's for sure. Let's go into 12Z. Let's actually go into the southeast area because we kind of looked at that. Significant tornado parameter. Oh my god. We can already start looking for day 2, but we're not going to look at that yet. But, yeah, wow, 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 wow. Look how bad that is on the her. I mean, that's off the charts here. Wow, that's really nasty tornado potential. Look at that. I mean, and then into tomorrow is just going to be even. I mean, tomorrow is just going to be bad. Most unstable cape and shear going into tomorrow and stuff. I mean, look at that. Really nasty for the Louisiana area. You're looking at easily into the reds and oranges. I mean, up to 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram here. Very good on the live stream so far. That's really nasty here. Alright. So if we take just a more of a look at the herd, let's just... I'm trying to find a... Wow, look at these supercells that's going to be developing throughout tonight. I mean, really nasty. I mean, this will probably start dying down. I mean, we still going pretty strong into the midnight hours. Alright, that's... We'll definitely see, alright? This is already in the developing. I think already a little bit quicker than previous thoughts. So that definitely wakes it up a bit. The NAM, you guys. The NAM is a deadly one here when we look at it. I'm giving you that heads up right now. NAM is very, very nasty. I mean, look at that. Very Distreak, very bow echoey. But look at these southern storms, too. And then we just continue to watch. This goes into the Ohio Valley. You know, definitely into the midnight hours. Major blizzard. Once again, potentially winter storm across the upper plains. And then going into tomorrow, this is pretty nasty. I mean, all day. And then, you know, going into the Northeast for Sunday is, you know, once again, a very interesting thing, too. Because the NAM really shows, you know, it's 8 p.m. and we got some nasty thunderstorms making its way through on Sunday. So, we're going to have to wait and see how that all plays out. Okay? We look at the NAM in normal. I mean, the line just slams in. I mean, really heavy rain potentially too across here because then that kind of, you know, sits along the coast. And you could definitely pick up, you know, according to the NAM here, with some of these training thunderstorms, you know, up to 2 to 3 inches of rain. That's going to be good for the drought. That's going to be very good for the drought that we have ongoing into those states. We look at the significant tornado perimeter for the NAM. I mean, these numbers are off the charts, okay? These are charts off the number. I mean, look at this here. I mean, even, you know, it's just crazy how much we see today, too. I mean, you know, into the deep reds. I mean, some really good instability, even into tomorrow. Very, very, very good instability with the Cape and Shear. The tornado perimeter is off the charts. I mean, that's by far is way off the charts. Into tomorrow, too. I mean, I know I would not want to be in this. I mean, wow. Over the charts once again. And, I mean, this goes even into Georgia and stuff. So, we're going to have to watch that. Supercell composite, too, goes pretty good into Georgia here. Into these areas. I mean, that's most definitely a possibility. Let's go into the northern areas. Oh, wow. Wow. Nasty, nasty. Most unstable Cape and Shear goes pretty far into the northern areas. I mean, this kind of really stays. Significant tornado perimeter goes pretty high up here, too, with these storms. 10 plus. And even into these areas right here, I mean, you still got up to 5, 6, 7. Wow, that's pretty nasty. I have never looked at the FV3 of today's run. I'm very interested on that. A lot of rain, too, into this storm. Lots and lots of rain. Look at that. Oh my god. Wow, tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow. That's bad. Wow, that's bad. I mean, look at all these just streaked supercells. I mean, this is reminding me of a major tornado outbreak. Even into... Whoa! Oh my god, look at that into the 12 a.m. hours. Look at that. Into Georgia. I mean, even into Georgia, South Carolina, Oh my, wow. That is some nasty... That's like worst case scenario, probably. I mean... You have the streak cells all the way into Georgia with this FV3. I mean, wow. That is nasty. Even with the NAM here, really, really nasty. I mean, some nasty thunderstorms going into tomorrow in Georgia. I mean, look at that. Some of these streak cells. Wow. Even into Georgia. Very, very mind-blowing to me, honestly. Then the Euro, you know, that's been showing like that forever. Yep, that line is definitely beginning to develop. You know, definitely even going to 9 o'clock. I mean, this is going to be a long nighttime event, too. By far. Okay. Even into the northeast here. Pretty nasty. And then that massive cold comes, and then warmth. And then I see I'm not even going to talk about it yet, but... Another big cold front / blizzard. This one, I'm not even going to talk about it. Let's look at the GFS here. This severe weather goes, boom, crushes everyone. Cold air doesn't even come in, really. Maybe for one night. And then it's out. And then we see a blizzard / cold front / major cold. Whoa. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know how true that will be, but... You know, if they want to bring back the cold... I mean, they're bringing back the 20s. I mean, the last winter strike into... You know, later March. I mean, damn. GF has been very consistent. No, not the... Now, you know, what snowboarding wants to end... And now they're going to push it a little bit. I mean... Oh, my bad. Oh, shoot. That's not helping me at all. Okay, we're just going to leave the mic like that. I hope y'all can still hear me. Apparently my mic just, like, pretty much, the system fell. But I'm not even going to worry. And then this happened. Thank you for it. Thank you. Give Urgent weather message. They just did the blizzard warnings. Wow. Yeah, this storm is pretty much giving everything it has. We do now have blizzard warnings posted. Oh, wow, tomorrow. Not looking good into tomorrow. Wow, pretty nasty. Whew. This is pretty bad. This is bad on all levels, you guys. This is as bad as it can probably get in this type of weather events. I mean, this is more mesoscale models. Look at that. I mean, its low is pretty strong, too. I mean, 974. This ain't even in 980s. I mean, this is nasty low. Really bringing everything on. But, I mean, that's pretty much everything I've covered.